Good day everyone, it's a great pleasure for me to
I will be your lecturer in Professional Enhancement 1. I'm Christina Solomon and we will be answering different questions in mathematics in the modern world. So sit back and enjoy! Hi sweeties! For today's video, we're going to talk about the mathematics in the modern world. But before that, here are the tips to pass the licensure examination for teachers according to Ms. Traquina. First is always pray before tapping your review material. Bago mag-aral o mag-review, manalangin muna na sana maintindihan mo lahat ng iyong inaral at maitanim lahat sa isip mo ang mga dapat tandaan bago kumuha ng let. Walang duda na ang panalangin ang pinakaunang dapat gawin hanggang sa mismong araw ng exam. Next is practice answer drill questions. Malaking bagay na palaging magsagot ng mga previous question dahil nasanay ang isip mo na mag-isip ng mas maayos. Mas maganda kung mas mahirap na ang tanong ang sasagatan mo, lalo na sa professional education, para masanay ka na rin maghanap ng tamang sagot sa mahirap na tanong. Next, master many concepts as you can. Mahalagang mastery sa pagtitake ng let dahil ang tanong sa professional education ay maaaring bago, pero kung mahalagang mastery sa pagtitake ng let dahil ang mga tanong ay maaaring bago, pero kung na-master mo ang mga concept kahit baliktarin ang mga tanong, kaya-kaya mo pa rin sagutan at makuha ang tamang sagot. Hindi mo naman kailangan ma-perfect ang board exam, pero kailangan marami kang kayang sagutan. Mas mabuting pag-aralan ng options habang nagre-review para kung sakali man lumabas sa actual board exam, alam nyo ang ibig sabihin. Next, organize your review material. Isa sa pinakamahalagang dapat mong gawin ay i-organize lahat ng iyong review material. Sa pamamagitan nito, malalaman mo kung ano ang mga dapat mong pag-aralan sa mga susunod na araw. Mababudget mo rin ang oras at mas maiintindihan mo ang dapat mong malaman. Do your own research. Ang pinaka-epektibong paraan para mas maunawaan mo ang inaaral ay ang makumbinse mo ang iyong sarili na tamang iyong isinagot at mali ang nasa ibang pamilian. Kung pakiramdam mo ay mali ang nasa key to correction, pwede mong hanapin ang tamang sagot sa Google. Mag-research ka para mas maunawaan mo at malaman mo ang tamang sagot. Next, know your learning style. Dapat alam mo kung anong klase kang learner, kung paano mo natatanda ng dapat pag-aralan, pero pwede mo naman subukan lahat ng styles para mas effective. Mag-drawing sa notebook, gumawa ng concept and mind map, manood ng video sa YouTube, makinig sa mga na-review habang nakapikit, umattend sa mga lecture, at gumamit ng mga iba't ibang paraan para matandaan ang bawat konsepto. Next, at your goal. Palaging i-remind ng sarili kung anong iyong goal. Mahalaga na may nakaset tayong goal para mas mapursige tayong mag-aral o mag-review. Huwag hayaang kuhanin lahat ng iyong oras ng mga bagay na hindi nakatutulong sa iyong paghahanda. Naway makatulong lahat ng tips na nabanggit sa inyo. Now, let's proceed to the first question. Pascal's triangle was named after blank, a great French mathematician and philosopher. The correct answer here is Blaise Pascal. Blaise Pascal wrote a significant treatise on the subject of projective geometry at the age of 16, and later corresponded with Pierre de Fermat on probability theory, strongly influencing the development of modern economics and social science. Next question, we're going to evaluate 10 divided by 2 plus 12 divided by 2 multiplied by 3. Using the PEMDAS rule, which is P stands for parenthesis, E for exponent, M for multiplication, D for division, A for addition, and S for subtraction, the answer is 23. How do we get 23? First, copy the equation. Next, you're going to divide. Next, because there is no parenthesis in exponent, let's proceed to multiplication and division. But you're going to, so in this equation, there is no parenthesis and exponent. So we're going to multiplication and division. These go at the same time. They are equal importance and should be applied from left to right. So here in this equation, we have 10 divided by 2. So we must solve it first. We have 5. We have 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5 plus 12 divided by 2, we get 6. And we have now 5 plus 6 multiplied by 3, we get 5 plus 6 times 3, we get 18. If we will add 5 plus 18, we get 23. Next, simplify 4 minus 3 multiplied by the quantity of 4 minus 2 multiplied by the quantity of 6 minus 3 divided by 3. Again, using the PEMDAS rule. Which is P for parenthesis, E for exponent, M for multiplication, D for division, A for addition, and S for subtraction. Answer is 6. The answer is 6. Now, let's copy the equation. And we have here parenthesis. Going to solve first the parenthesis inside. So, we have here 4 minus 3 multiplied by the quantity of 4 minus 2. Multiply it by 3 because 6 minus 3 is equal to 3, then divided by 3. Next, execute the multiplication and the parenthesis. So we have now 4 minus 3 multiplied by quantity of 4 minus 6 because 2 times 3 is equal to 6, then divided by 3. Evaluate the parenthesis. We have now 4 minus 3 multiply it by negative 2 because 4 minus 6 is equal to negative 2 divided by 3. 4 plus 6 because negative 3 multiplied by negative 2 is equal to positive 6. And then copy the divided by 3. Then lastly, you should evaluate first the division before the addition. So we have now 4 plus 2 because 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2 and 4 plus 2 is now equal to 6. Next is simplify the numerical expression 7 minus 24 divided by 8 times 4 plus 6. Using the PEMDAS rule, the answer is equal to 1. Copy the equation. Now we have 7 minus 24 divided by 8 multiplied by 4 plus 6. Equation, we don't have parentheses and exponents, so we're going. Now let's proceed to multiplication and division, but we should apply it from left to right. So we have now 7. Now we have now 7 minus 4 times 3 plus 6. We get 4 because 24 divided by 8 is equal to 4. Next is the multiplication part. So we have now 7 minus 12 because 4 times 3 is equal to 12 plus 6. Next is addition and subtraction. Like with division and multiplication, addition and subtraction have equal importance, so it should be done at the same time from left to right. Now we have here 7 minus 12, we get negative 5 plus 6 is equal now to 1. Next is simplify the numerical expression 18 divided by 3 minus 7 plus 2 multiplied by 5. Again, using the PEMDAS rule, the answer is equal to 9. So copy the equation and execute the multiplication and division from left to right. So let's simplify first the 18 divided by 3. We get 6 minus 7 plus 2 times 5. We get 10. Next is 6 minus 7. We get negative 1 plus 10. And the answer is 9. Next, simplify the numerical expression 6 times 4 divided by 12 plus 72 divided by 8 plus 9. Again, using the PEMDAS rule, The answer is equal to 2. Let's copy the equation and let's simplify multiplication and division first from left to right. So we have now here 6 times 4, we get 24 divided by 12 plus 72 divided by 8 minus 9. Next is 24 divided by 12, we get 2 plus 72 divided by 8 minus 9. Next is 2 plus 72 divided by 8, we get 9 minus 9. And let's simplify the equation in the addition and subtraction. So we have now 11 minus 9, we get 2. Next, simplify the numerical expression. Negative 2, multiply it by the quantity of 1 plus 4 minus 2 divided by 2 plus 6 plus 2 minus 3. Again, using the Pamdas rule, the answer is equal to negative 1. Let's copy the equation and let's simplify first the parentheses. So now we have negative 2 is equal to 1 times 4 minus 2 divided by 2 plus 6 plus 2 minus 3. As you can see here, I've grouped 1 times 4 and also 2 divided by 2. Now let's simplify the parentheses. So we have now negative 2 multiplied by 4 minus 1 because 1 times 4 is equal to... Now let's simplify the parentheses. We have now negative 2 multiplied by 4 because 1 times 4 is equal to 4 minus 2 divided by 2, we get 1 plus 6 plus 2 is equal to 7 minus 3. 6 plus 2 is equal to 8 minus 3 is now equal to 5. Next is negative 2 multiply it by 3 because 4 minus 1 is equal to 3 plus 5. Next is multiply negative 2 times 3. We have negative 6 plus 5 and the answer is negative 1. Next question, an alloy contains 26% of copper. What quantity of alloy is required to get 260 grams of copper? As you can see here, we have a diagram of a triangle with P on the top, and on the left side is R, and on the right side is B. P is for percentage and it refers to a part of the amount which is a part of a whole or totality. R is for rate, which refers to the percent or the amount of the part relative to 100 equal parts or the value of the part when expressed in hundreds. And B is base, which refers to the whole or the total amount being considered in the computation. This question, the answer is equal to 1,000 grams because by using general formula P, R, B or percentage, rate, and base, we're going to find now our base, which is base now is equal to percentage divided by rate. So our percentage here is 260 grams divided by our rate is 26%, or if we're going to convert it in decimal, we have 0.26. So 260 gram divided by 0.26, we get 1,000 grams. Next question is all about Mr. Frank borrowed 950 pesos to build his fence. He agreed to pay interest 6% a year. How much interest would he pay in 3 years? Again, by using the RB, the answer is equal to 171. By using general formula PRB, we're going to find the percentage, which is equal now to rate multiply it by base. So our rate is 6%, multiplied by our base is 950 pesos. And if we're going to multiply it, we get 57. Then multiply the percent in the number of years. So we have now 57 multiplied by 3 years, we get 171, and that would be the interest that Mr. Frank would pay in 3 years. Next, what percent of 216 is 54? So the answer is 25% because the missing is rate. Again, by using general formula PRB, we're going to find rate, which is equal now to percentage divided by base. So our percentage is equal to 54 divided by our base is equal to 260. Then the answer is 0.25 or 25%. Next, 45 is 60% of what number? The answer here is 75. Again, by using general formula PRB, we're going to find base. Base now is equal to percentage divided by R. And percentage is equal to 45 divided by our rate is now equal to 60% of, if we're going to convert it in decimal, we get 0.60. So 45 divided by 0.60, we get 75. Next, what is 30% of 120? The answer here is 36. By using general formula PRB, percentage is missing and P is equal now to rate, multiply it by base. So our rate here is 120, multiply it by our rate here is our rate here is 30% or 0.30 multiplied by our base, which is 120. So 120 multiplied by 0.30, we get 36. And 36 now is our percentage. Next is 20 is 25% of what number? The answer here is 80. Again, by using the general formula PRB, base now is equal to percentage divided by R. So our percentage is equal to 20 divided by 25% or 0.25. So 20 divided by 0.25, we get 80. 38 is what percent of 270? The answer here is 17%. By using general formula PRB, R is missing and now is equal to percentage divided by base. Our percentage is equal to 45 and our base is equal to 270. And now we're going to divide 45 divided by 270, we get 0.17 or 17%. Next, what percent of 300 is 75? The answer is 25%. So the rate is missing and now is equal to percentage divided by base. So our percentage is 75 divided by 300 and now it is equal to 0.25 or 25%. Next, Gia scores 75 marks out of 80 in her English exam. Convert her marks into percent. The answer here is 90%. By using the general formula PRB, our rate is missing and it is equal to percentage divided by base. Our percentage is equal to 72 divided by 80, we get 0.9, or if we're going to convert it in percent, we get 90%. Next is, Sandro scores 85 marks out of 120 in his exam. Convert his mark into percent. The answer is 71%. By using the general formula PRB, our rate is missing and it is equal to percentage divided by base. Percentage is equal to 85 divided by the 120, we get 0.708. If we're going to convert in percent, we get 70.8% or 71%. Next question is, it is an operation for sets A and B in which a set is formed that consists of all the elements included in A or B. The answer is union of two sets. Whenever the term union of two sets comes up, it means a resultant new set containing all the elements present in both sets. This is called the union of set and has this special symbol U. It is a collection of well-defined objects that contains no duplicates. The answer is sets. Any collection of objects can be considered to be a set. We can define particular sets by listing the objects in each set. It is conventional to use set braces when doing so. The objects in the set are called the blank of the set. The answer here is elements. The object used to form a set are called its element or its members. There is exactly one set blank which has no members at all. The answer here is null set. There is exactly one set, empty set or null set, or this symbol which has no members at all. Next, the three dots in enumerating the elements of the set and indicate a continuing pattern. The answer is ellipsis. The three dots are called an ellipsis. We use an ellipsis in the middle of a set as a shortcut for listing many elements. Next is a set containing all elements common to both A and B. The answer is intersection. Intersection of set is the set of elements which are common to both the given set. In set theory, for any two sets A and B, the intersection is defined as the set of all the elements in set A that are also present in set B. We use the symbol inverted U that denotes intersection of. Consider the set C is equal to 1, 3, 6, 7, 9, D is equal to 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, and E is equal to 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9. Find the intersection of C and E. The answer is 1, 3, 7, 9. So C is equal to 1, 3, 6, 7, 9, and our E is equal to 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9. As you can see here, both C and E contain 1, 3, 7, and 9. Next is, consider the set C is equal to 1, 3, 6, 7, 9. Using the first problem, we're going to find the intersection of C and D. The answer here is 3, 6, 9 because in set C we have 1, 3, 6, 7, 9. As you can see here, the set C and set D contain 3, 6. They both contain 3, 6, and 9. Considering the first question, we're going to find the union of C and D. The answer here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9. As you can see here, our set C is equal to 1, 3, 6, 7, 9, and set D is equal to 2, 3, 4, 6, 9. And if we're going to combine it all, the union of C and D is now equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 9. Next is, it is used in listing the names of elements of a set, separate them by commas, and close them in braces. So the correct answer here is roster method, or the other name for roster method is list notation. It is listing all its members and listing names of elements of a set, separate them by commas, and close them in braces. Another question is, using the roster method, represent set A consisting days of the week. So the answer here is set A is now equal to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Next is, use set builder notation to give the description of the set C is equal to 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and 13. So the answer is C is equal to X such that X is an odd positive integer less than 14. Set C is now equal to X such that X is an odd positive integer less than 14. Set builder notation or rule method or predicate notation is stating a property of its element. It has a property that the members of the set share, a condition or a predicate which holds for members of this set. Another question is, using roster method, represent the set B consisting of denomination of the Philippines paper currency in circulation. The answer is B. Set B is equal to 20, 50, 100, 200, 500, and 1,000. Next, translate the following into mathematical symbol. A number with the property that squaring it gives the same result as doubling it and add. We make the English phrase a number into x and we square it, and then we use the equal sign because it says it gives the same result as doubling it. So the number, we will double the number, so we have now 2x, then adding 8, now we have plus 8. So our new equation is x squared is equal to 2x plus 8. Next is, translate the English phrase into their mathematical representation. The sum of 5 and a number x. So the answer here is 5 plus x. Translate the English phrase into their mathematical representation. 7 less than twice a number y. The answer here is 2y minus 7. Next, translate the mathematical expression into English. X plus 12 is equal now to 8. The answer here is 12 added to a number is the same as 8. Next is, translate the mathematical expression into English. 3x is equal to 15. The answer is 3 times a number equals 15. Next, square of the sum of x and y. The answer is the quantity of x plus y squared. Next, three angles of a triangle are in the ratio of 3:4:5. What is the measure of each angle? The answer here is 45 degrees, 60 degrees, and 75 degrees. Ratio is a part of a whole. Three angles of any triangle have the sum of 180 degrees. So three angles of a triangle have the sum of 180 degrees, and the ratio is 3:4:5 as part of the whole sum should be added and equal to 180. So using this equation, 3x plus 4x plus 5x is equal to 180, we get now 12x is equal to 180. Then we're going to divide terms into 12 and our x now is equal to 15. Then by substitution, 3x or 3 multiplied by 15, we get 45. Now we have here 4x, we have 4 multiplied by 15, we get 60. And 5 multiplied by 15, we get 75. For the three angles of a triangle with a ratio of 3, 4, 5 have the measures of 45 degrees, 60 degrees, and 75 degrees. Given 524.7368, which number is in the hundreds place? The answer here is 524.7368. So a number that comes after a decimal point start at tens place, next is hundreds, and so on, and the hundred. And in this question, the 100 place is, the number in the 100 place is 3. Next is, given 524.7368, which number is in the hundreds place? So the answer here is 5. In the question 524.7368, the number in the 100 place is 5. 4 is ones, 2 is our tens, 5 is our hundreds. A mathematician and professor at Stanford University, he was known as the father of mathematics education in problem solving. His significant works includes the number, function, and probability theory in mathematics. The answer here is George Polya. Which of the following is not included in Polya's 4 steps in problem solving? So the answer is make a problem, because the Polya's 4 steps in problem solving are understand the problem, devise a plan, carry out the plan, and look back. Which of the following is the first step in Polya's fourth step in problem solving? Just like what we have said, the answer is understand the problem. Again, the Polya's four steps in problem solving are understand the problem, devise a plan, carry out the plan, and look back. A blank is a sentence or a statement that is either true or false without additional information. The answer is proposition. Proposition is a sentence that makes a claim, can be assertion or a denial, that may be either true or false. Example, roses are beautiful. This is a proposition. It is a complete sentence and make a claim. The claim may or may not be true. A blank is a statement which is always true. The answer is tautology. A compound proposition that is always true, no matter what the truth values of the proposition that occurs in it, it is called a tautology. The truth table for a tautology has T in every row. A blank is a statement which is always false. The correct answer here is contradiction. A proposition that is always false is called contradiction. The truth table for a contradiction has F in every row. It is European mathematician of the Middle Ages. His full name was blank. He was born in Pisa. He was born in Pisa, Italy, the city with the famous Leaning Tower, about 1975 AD. He was better known by his nickname Fibonacci. The answer here is Leonardo Pisano. The pattern of Fibonacci sequence can be seen also in Pascal's triangle. Aside from interesting number patterns that may arise from the Pascal triangle, it is also used in expanding binomials. This statement is true. Let us look closely at what pattern can be obtained from the Pascal triangle if we write it differently. That is, if we align the entries in the triangle with the left margin. See the figure below. Writing the Pascal's triangle this way and adding the diagonal entries give us the Fibonacci sequence, which is 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and so on. Next is Fibonacci sequence is a special sequence which has 0 and 1 as its first two terms, and the succeeding terms are obtained by adding the two preceding terms. The answer is true. So to generate the Fibonacci sequence, we start with 0 and 1. The next term of the sequence can be obtained by adding the two terms that precede the term. We follow this rule to obtain the other succeeding terms of the sequence. The Fibonacci sequence is given as 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, and so on. Find the next three terms in the sequence 1. Find the next three terms in the sequence 1, 3, 4, 7, 11, 18, 29. So the answer is 47, 76, and 123. In this sequence, we're going to add the number before the term. So we have here 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. 4 plus 7 is equal to 11, and so on. And in 29 plus 18, we have here 47. 47 plus 29 is equal to 76. 76 plus 47 is equal to 123. Next, find the next pattern: hexagon, pentagon, square, and blank. The answer here is triangle. Hexagon is equal to 6 sides, pentagon is equal to 5 sides, square is equal to 4 sides, and the next in 4 side is equal to 3 sides, and that is a triangle. What are the missing terms in the series 7, 14, 28, blank, 112, blank, 448? The answer here is 56 and 224. From the first number 7 followed by 14, then 28, it is obviously seen that the number are multiplied by 2. Which of the following fraction has the least value? The answer here is 4 all over 17. By changing each fraction in decimal form, 5 over 12 is equal to 0.42, 7 over 8 is equal to 0.87, 1/2 is equal to 0.5, and 4 over 17 is equal to 0.24, and 0.24 has the least value in those fractions. Next is, what is the average of 1/2, 1/3, 1/4, and 1/6? The answer here is 5 over 16. Average also refers arithmetic mean of the given set of numbers. When dealing with fraction, apply the pertinent rule. Get the least common denominator, add the numerators, then multiply by the reciprocal of the divider the total number of fractions given. Or by using, if we will add 1/2 plus 1/2 plus 1/3 plus 1/4 and 1/16, we get 1 and 1/4. Then we will divide it by 4. The answer is 5 all over 16. How many integers between 20 and 30 are prime? The answer is 2. By listing all numbers from 20 and 30, the 23 and 29 has a factor of 1 in itself, and they are prime numbers. If 6 more than x is 2 less than y, what is the value of y in terms of x? The answer is x plus 8. Because we have here 6 more than x, now we're going to write x plus 6 is equal to y minus 2. Let's combine the like terms. So we have here x plus 6 plus 2 is equal now to plus 6 plus 2 is equal to 8 is equal to y. And our y now is equal to x plus 8. So Chad bought 5 apples for 20 pesos per piece, 6 oranges for 15 each, 2 kilos of grapes for 145 per kilo, and 4 kilos of mangoes for 80 pesos per kilo. How much did he spend? The answer here is 800. So to solve money problem, we can use the 4 basic operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Multiply the items to each single price to get the total cost of each item. So we have here 5 apples multiplied by 20, we get 100. 6 oranges multiplied by 15 pesos, we get 90. 2 kilos multiplied by 145 pesos, we get 290. And 4 kilos multiplied by 80 pesos, we get 320. Then add the total cost of each item. We have 100 plus 90 plus 290 plus 320 is now equal to 800. If 15 boys can plant 105 tomato seedlings in an hour, how many seedlings can 25 boys plant in the same hour? The answer here is 175. So a proportion is an equation in which two ratios are set equal to each other. So we have here 15 is to 105 is equal to 25 is to x. I use fraction to represent the proportion in this problem. Now let's multiply 105 multiplied by 25 and divide it by 15. And this will be equal to x. So 105 multiplied by 25 divided by 15, we get 175. So 175 will be the seedlings that 25 boys can plant in the same hour. 25 boys can clean 50 electric fan in an hour. How many electric fan can 38 boys clean in the same hour? So the answer here is 76. A proportion is an equation in which two ratios are set equal to each other. So again, I use fraction to represent the proportion in the problem. So we have here 25 all over 50 is equal to 38 all over x. Now we're going to multiply 50 multiplied by 38 divided by 25 is equal to x. And the answer here is 76. So 76 electric fan can the 38 boys clean in the same hour. Shirley, Pi, and Anna went to buy a 90 pesos lipstick. If Pi agrees to pay twice as much as Anna, and Shirley agrees to pay 3 times as much as Pi, how much must Pi pay? So the answer here is 20. So by letting x, Anna is equal to x, Pi is equal to 2x, and Shirley is equal to 2x multiplied by 3 is now equal to 6x. And we're going to write a new equation, 6x plus 2x plus x is equal to 90. Now we're going to add like terms, and we have now here 9x is equal to 90. Divide both sides into 9, so that into 9, and our x is equal to 10. In the question, Pi agrees to pay twice as much as Anna, so Anna pay 10 pesos, and Pi would be 2 multiplied by 10. Pi would pay 20 pesos. If 4 minus x is equal to x minus 4, then x is equal to blank. The answer here is 4. By evaluating the equation 4 minus x is equal to x minus 4, we're going to combine like terms. Negative x plus negative x is equal to negative 4 plus negative 4. So negative x plus negative x, we get negative 2x is equal now to negative 4 plus negative 4 is equal to negative 8. So we're going to divide both equation into negative 2, and our x now is equal to 4. What is the value of 3, 8 minus 4, 6 plus 1 half? The answer here is 5 over 24. First, make the bottom numbers, the denominators, the same by getting the least common denominator. Then do the calculations. 1/8 of the product of 12, 8, and 6 is equal to blank. The answer here is 72. 1/8 multiplied by the quantity of 12 times 8 times 6 is equal to 1/8 multiplied by 576, because 12 times 8 times 6 is equal to 576. And 1/8 of 576 is equal to 72. It refers to the amount of surface enclosed in a region. The answer here is area. Area measures the space inside a shape. The area is the region covered by shape. Next question. It refers to the distance around the polygon. The answer here is perimeter. Perimeter is the distance covered by outer boundary of the shape. The ratio of two number is 3. The smaller number is 9. What is the larger number? So the answer here is 12. Using the ratio and proportion, we have here 3:4 is now equal to 9:x. We're going to multiply 4 multiplied by 9 divided by 3 is equal now to our x. And 4 multiply it by 9, we get 36 divided by 3. And it is now equal to 12. The larger number is now equal to 12. If 7 notebook costs 241.50 pesos, how much will 10 notebook cost? Our answer here is 345 pesos. Again, by using the ratio and proportion, we have here 7 is to 241.50 is equal to 10 is to x. We're going to multiply 241.50 multiplied by 10 divided by 7 is now equal to x. So 2415 divided by 7 is equal to 345. So 10 notebook costs 345. Iboy sold books twice as much yesterday than today. If he sold 36 books for 2 days, how many books did he sell yesterday? Iboy sold books twice as much yesterday than today. If he sold 36 books for 2 days, how many books did he sell yesterday? The answer here is 12. So let x be the number of books he sold yesterday, then 2x for the number of books he sold today. So the total of books he was sold is 2x plus 2x is equal to 3x, and this must be equal to 36. So 3x is equal to 36, and E-boy sold books twice as much yesterday than today. If he sold 36 books for 2 days, how many books did he sell yesterday? The answer is 12. Let x be the number of books he sold yesterday. Then 2x for the number of books he sold today. So the total of books he was sold is x plus 2x is equal to 3x, and this must be equal to 36. So by writing the new equation, we have here 3x is equal to 36. Then divide both sides into 36. So we have 3x divided by 3 is equal to 36 divided by 3. And our x now is equal to 12. Therefore, E-boy sold 12 books yesterday. Using the first problem, now it asks how many books did he sell today. The answer here is 24. So by using also the solution in the first problem, E-boy sold 12 books yesterday. Therefore, 2x is equal to 2 multiplied by 12 is equal to 24, and E-boy sold 24 books today. Benji chose a number, multiplied by 5, then subtracted 245 from the result and got 120. Benji chose a number, multiplied by 5, then subtracted 241 from the result and got 124. What was the number he chose? The answer here is 3. Let n be the number he chose. So 5n minus 241 is equal to 124. 5n is equal to 124 plus 241. We get 5n is equal to 365. And we're going to divide both sides into 5. And our n now is equal to 73. Therefore, the number he chose is 73. It is a process of making general conclusion from a specific observation. The answer is inductive reasoning. Inductive reasoning is a method of drawing conclusion by going from the specific to the general. It is usually contrasted with deductive reasoning, where you go from general information to specific conclusion. If 12 lipstick costs 2,388, how much will 25 lipstick cost? The answer here is 4,907. Using the ratio proportion, we have here 12 is to 2,388 is equal to 25 is to x. Now, we're going to multiply 2,388, multiply it by 25, divided by 12 is equal to x. So, 2,388 multiplied by 25, we get 59,700 divided by 12, and we get 4,000. So 4,975 will be the cost of 25 lipstick. A certain car can travel 180 miles on 8 gallons of gasoline. How far can this car travel on 19 gallons of gasoline? The answer here is 427.5 miles. Again, by using the ratio proportion, 180 miles is to 8 gallons is equal to x is to 19. So, we're going to multiply 180 multiplied by 19 divided by 8. So, the 19 gallons of gasoline can travel 427.5 miles. What is the fractional form of 0.75? The answer here is 3/4. So step 1, you're going to write the decimal divided by 1 like this. Decimal over 1. Then you're going to multiply both top and bottom by 10 for every number after the decimal. For example, if there are 2 numbers after the decimal point, then use 100. If there are 3, then use 1000 and others. Step 3, we're going to simplify or reduce the fraction. So we have here 0.75 over 1 is equal to 75 all over 100, and 75, and if we're going to reduce 75 all over 100, we get 3/4. The sum of three consecutive integers is equal to 156. What are the integers? The answer is 51, 52, and 53. Let n is equal to the first integer, n plus 1 is equal to second integer, n plus 2 is equal to the third integer. So 156 is equal to n plus 1 plus n plus 2. Now we're going to combine like terms. 156 minus 1 minus 2 is equal to n plus n plus n. We have here 3n. So 156 minus 1 minus 2 is equal to 153 and it is equal to 3n. Now we're going to divide both sides into 3. So 153 divided by 3, we get 51, and 51 would be our n, and that would be our first integer. Now let's substitute the value of n. So n, our first integer is equal to 51. Our second integer would be 51 plus 1 is equal to 52. And our third integer would be 51 plus 2 is equal to 53. By checking if it is equal to 156, so 156 is equal to 51 plus 52 and 53, we get 156. The sum of three consecutive integers is equal to 195. What are the integers? The answer, so let n is equal to the first integer, n plus 1 is equal to the second integer, and n plus 2 is equal to third integer. So 195 is equal now to n plus 1 plus n plus 2. So 195 minus 1 minus 2 is now equal to 3n, and 195 minus 1 minus 2 is equal to 192 is equal to 3n. Now let's divide both equations. Divide both sides into 3. So 192 divided by 2, we get 64. By substituting the value of n, our first integer would be 64. Our second integer would be 64 plus 1, we get 65. And our third integer would be 64 plus 2 is equal to 66. And by checking if it's correct, 195 is equal to 64 plus 65 plus 66, we get 195. Mathematics is a fundamental part of human thought and logic, integral to attempts at understanding of the world and ourselves. Mathematics provides an effective way of building mental and discipline and encourages logical reasoning. It is very important to learn mathematics because mathematical knowledge plays a crucial role in understanding the contents of other school subjects such as science, social studies, and even music and art. That's all, sweeties. See you on the next video.